Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and I am back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's card reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the loving positive energy you're sending towards me. May God bless you with abundance in all of its beautiful forms. So, without wasting any time, let's get started with the reading. At the moment, what I see here happening is that your counterpart is transforming at the moment or is going through a deep transformation which is helping them and making them realize your worth and value after they made you walk away from them or after you walked away from them because of what they did to you and how they treated you. Everything is becoming clear to your counterpart about their own behavior and how they have hurt you and caused you pain. They are realizing all of that and are also learning. They are realizing all of that and they're also learning that that's not the way to treat a woman. You are so humble, you are so loyal, you are so loving and so caring and compassionate towards them, but they treated you exactly opposite of the way you were treating them, which is something they are realizing right now at the moment. And because of that, they are also heartbroken, in pain for the way they dealt with everything and for the way they took you for granted. There was an involvement of other person, might still be at the moment, but this person is not able to manipulate your counterpart right now at present or won't be able to any longer, because right now this woman, whoever this person is, it could be someone your counterpart was dealing with in the past. It could be someone from their family. It could be a female friend of theirs who was very, very hateful towards you and then wanted you to be together. She may have said nasty things about you in the past to manipulate your counterpart into thinking that you're not worthy of their care, concern, attention, or affection. That may have caused your counterpart to be rude towards you or cold towards you, maybe because of this person's influence, whoever this person is. Okay, doesn't matter if this person is someone from their family or if this person is someone they were committed to or were dealing with romantically, or if it's someone they work with, had to work with, or someone they are friends with. Doesn't matter, it was a woman or is a woman who really did dirty to you and your connection in the past. But at the moment, this person is going through heavy judgment and karma for manipulating your counterpart, for being deceptive, sneaky, for lying onto you or on your name, for maybe using any kind of magic, spell work, witchcraft to either make your counterpart hurt you or mistreat you in some way, shape, or form. This lady, this woman was doing dirty, dark deeds behind everyone's back. And for that reason, right now, at the moment, she is under heavy judgment and is also receiving karma for what she has done or is doing right now at the moment. If there is a lady you know very well who is trying to come in between you and your counterpart on purpose, and she might be trying to manipulate her way into your counterpart's life by either blackmailing them or emotionally guilt-tripping them or making them feel bad for letting her go or breaking up with her or, ending that karmic connection of theirs. Whatever the issue is or whatever the cause is, she might be using her manipulative tricks and tactics to get in control once again, but it's not going to work. And if she tries to do it again, or if she continues to do it again, or if that's not the case, even if she did it recently or thought of doing so, even for that, she is receiving karma, negative one, a bad one, for the same reason. Universe is not dealing with her positively at the moment because of the way she's acting and behaving, because of her negative, evil, malevolent intentions that which she has either towards you or towards your connection, because there is definitely something about jealousy and envy this person has within her, or just this need to have control, rule over people's mind or over their lives, something about having power, authority, or just this dominating attitude which needs to get humbled down or resolved. So that's what's happening with her. Universe is dealing with her, divine is dealing with her for the way she's treating other people, or for the way she is acting and behaving right now with your counterpart in order to remain in control or be in the picture, which is not right. So universe is not tolerating that at the moment and is becoming very, very strict with her. Okay, that's what's happening here on this side. Besides all of this, I see that your counterpart is realizing your worth and value and are also making changes in order to change this whole situation for the better. Okay, your counterpart knows what it is they want. They have realized and are also using their clear judgment at the moment, which is not clouded as much as it was before because of that other person they were dealing with. Now they know what it is they want, or if it's not happening right now with you in your connection, just know that after some time, once these karmic cycles get over, they'll find this clarity and they'll realize your worth and value. But for that reason, you cannot remain present in their life and you cannot show your presence to them. For that reason, you have to walk away from them completely and shut them down without giving them any kind of exposure or making yourself available for them easily at hand. You have to make sure that there are clear, strict boundaries you have with them. If you have to live with them and it's because you are married or something like that, if you are neighbors or if you work at the same place, you need to make sure that you're making very, very clear and strict boundaries with them and you're not allowing them to trespass those boundaries or step over those boundaries. You're getting my point? This is something which needs to become very, very clear here in order for these changes to take effect. If you entertain them, if you try to chase them, if you show them that you care, and if you not in a way like, I know you care about your counterpart, that's natural and organic, it's just there within your heart, but that does not mean you start to show them your emotional side here and there in order to get their attention, which is not healthy, which is something the karmics do. So don't even do so, because they may not reciprocate that or they may not appreciate that. The reason they need to learn to understand your words and value and appreciate what it was that you were bringing onto the table in your absence. That can only happen when you are not there. These men, these type of people are not conditioned and trained to treat a dignified, classy woman very well. Only when you're not there, they learn to treat you right, with respect, with dignity, with class, with morals and values. So for that reason, you have to give them space. You need to let them go, set them free so that they can learn their lessons. And sometimes the only way they can learn to make that difference is when they are being presented with other choices and other options, and they go through certain things with those other women or men they choose over you. And only after that they learn to see through people and figure out who's best for them and who was not, who was right for them and who was not, who it is their heart and soul yearns for, and who it is they should never ever look back. Only when they are being presented with these karmic people, they get to learn these kind of things and have these kind of realizations. Okay, I'm seeing right now you are learning your lessons, and most of you have learned most of your life lessons by this point of time, which means you are greatly appreciated by your divine team. You are being commended and congratulated for your spiritual growth and development that you have acquired and shown on this journey. You are seen right now at the moment as a very mature, independent, confident, self-reliant, self-sufficient person who doesn't need anyone in order to provide for herself or to have any kind of stability or security coming from anyone else except you yourself. I'd like to add a point here. Focus on embracing these qualities or this state rather than being perceived as someone like that. What I'm trying to say here is aim at achieving these qualities or attributes. Okay? The only way you can maneuver to your ultimate destination on this journey of yours is when you are in balance within yourself, when you are empowered enough to take charge of your own life, when you make your own decisions and choices and you're not afraid if you're going to get judged, ridiculed, or mocked at by other people for being true to yourself or living by your values and morals. When you can provide for yourself as well as others, when people can come to you to ask you for help and they know that they won't get judged or taken advantage of, or they can trust you with all of their heart. Once you learn to live your life as a positive example, everything is going to fall into place for you. This is why, and that's the reason this connection is given to you and you are walking on this journey. You get my point? So if you are completely detached from your counterpart, focusing on yourself, no matter what happens in your world, whether there are abrupt changes taking place, whether there are endings taking place, whether there are some kind of unwanted, unwelcomed things happening, and still you remain in balance, completely focused upon your true ultimate goals as well as living by your true ultimate spiritual truths, you are going to set example for your counterpart to learn from, as well as those others who may not even like you or not even want to associate themselves with you. They are also going to learn from your example because they are the ones who may give you unwanted energy at times. You getting my point? That's what I'm trying to say. If you do not give in to the negativity, if you harbor and embrace only the positive of emotions and energy in your heart, you're always automatically going to attract your counterpart naturally and organically just by being in that state of mind or just by vibrating with that positive energy in your heart. That just naturally helps them connect with their emotions and look within for answers rather than looking for external validation or approval from other people. That's when it happens. That's why we always suggest you to remain calm, composed, balanced, tapped into your own intuition, walk your talk, remain detached, and remain true to yourself. Speak your truths with clarity, assertiveness, yet remain humble and polite, but not rude, but not meek or gullible. And then you'll see that no matter what happens and no matter how many changes you have to go through, things always work out and fall into place for you, regardless of whatever is going on in your external world. So, this is something you can learn, accept, keep in mind, and work upon, okay? But for those who are already in this state of energy and who are working on themselves, who are empowered enough to take charge of their own life, and who have learned their lessons, now they are being rewarded with their ultimate wish or this yearning that comes from their soul of having a real, deep, meaningful, spiritual soul connection and relationship with their soul counterpart or just with anyone they can deeply connect with. That's coming true here. A lot of you wanted your counterpart to rise up in their power and take charge of their own life, which is what happening right now at the moment. That wish of yours is also coming true. They are rising back in their power. They are coming into their divine state. They are now learning to take charge of their own life by learning from your example. See how many lives you affect and influence just by being true to your own self and living by your spiritual truths and values. Just by being true to your own self and showing confidence and courage, you can change lives, and that's what you're here for. You're serving your purpose, and then ultimately everything falls into place, no matter how many times it looks like it's all falling apart. That's how things working out here for everyone's highest good. If you want to reunite with your counterpart, if that's what you always wanted, it's coming true. They're on the verge of reaching out to you. They're on the verge of committing themselves to you in all ways, not just on a superficial level or surface level, but on an emotional level, physical level as well. Okay? You always wanted your counterpart to express their true, deep, innermost feelings to you. That's going to come true for you. And it's going to happen naturally, organically, without anyone having to force the other person to speak up or express themselves. They're just going to lay their heart out on their sleeves and express themselves. They're going to let it all out without holding themselves back. They won't care about their ego, arrogance, or pride or anything of that sort. They won't care about getting judged, because by that time, those fears, those doubts, those worries, and those apprehensions won't even be there. Okay? Your wish of having a beautiful, abundant, happy, and healthy family is coming true. Your wish or the divine will of bringing you two back together to have a family in order to set an example for other people to learn from, that people who do not belong together in your perspective belong together in mine. And when it's my will, when it's the Almighty's will, no matter what happens, no matter who comes up to stand against them, they'll always come back together, and I'll bless them with happiness, with love, with joy, with abundance, with prosperity. They're going to see that happening here. That's what's coming. Okay? You always wanted your counterpart to become vulnerable to you and not hold themselves back. That's what's going to happen here. Because they are learning to bring these changes in their life or in their attitude. They know that just being in their head all the time and holding themselves back, giving you a cold shoulder or being rude towards you is not necessary and not needed. They are learning that, because when they did that, after what happened, that made them realize and understand it was of no use, and it actually hurt them more than it may have hurt you later in time, after realizing and understanding that it was of no use and it brought them nothing except pain, guilt, regret, and remorse. And that's what's happening right now as well. The changes that are taking effect and are happening right now, currently at this point of time, are helping your counterpart realize the way they've been living their life and the way they've been acting and behaving was not in their best interest. Maybe it was in the best interest of their friends or family members, but it was not in their best interest because they were born for a different purpose. That's what they are realizing and understanding. They regret sleeping around, wandering here and there with multiple people. They regret cheating on you, lying to you. They regret being a playboy, a player. They regret letting other people in or putting you in third-party situations. They regret having casual connections with other people. They regret it all. They feel sorry. They may not say it to you outrightly because they are fearful and they don't know how you're going to act or react. It's not like they are fearful of rejection, but they are just fearful of how you're going to take it. They're guarding themselves, trying not to show that they are feeling weak deep down inside and not sure of themselves as to if they can express that they are sorry for acting and behaving in that way right now. That doesn't mean it's going to remain like this forever. They may at some point of time open up about their past or the choices and decisions they've made, or they may shed some tears in front of you for the way that may have hurt you or brought you pain. That may happen later in future, but I don't see that happening at this point of time or anytime soon, that they may open up about this thing in front of you. It may happen later at some point of time, okay? So be understanding of all of these things. Just know that beautiful things are about to unfold for you. I'm seeing a lot of you are going to unite or reunite with your counterpart in the very near future or after some time once the karmic cycles are over, because this person is in full mood of coming back and reuniting with you and also give you clarity, commitment, and a new fresh start. This person wants to marry you. This person wants to start a family with you because they know they cannot live like this. They are already in pain. They are heartbroken. They know how much they've hurt you and they want to make changes and amends, and they want to start a new family with you and no one else. Most of these counterparts of yours have clearly understood the kind of person they were with and how that person was never ever meant for them. That was just a karmic connection which came into their life for a reason, to teach them or make them realize your actual worth and value. And now, once it's over, they're ready to make these changes. Or if it's not happening right now, universe is just letting you know that this is what's coming for you. Just allow changes to take place or happen naturally and organically. Don't try to force anything. Don't chase your counterpart. Don't try to make them understand things in your way or on your timing, because that may not work, because that's something karmics do. Okay, they try to chase, cling on, manipulate, deceive, lie, and things of that sort. Don't do anything as such, okay? And don't even try to stop them from doing these things, because this is the only way and these are the few ways your counterpart learns to see their true real colors and faces that usually fall off. The masks I'm talking about, they usually fall off after some time. So when these people show their real colors and their real true faces, everyone finds the truth, okay? Everyone can see how this person is and what this person thinks and feels about themselves or about others. So that's what's happening, okay? Keep your heart space filled with love, forgiveness, peace, and compassion for all involved, not just for your counterpart, but for those as well who may have wronged you, without any expectations or attachment or any kind of wish for them to change. This is when you bring miracles in your situation or in your life, okay? And then just see how your path gets cleared and smoothened for you to take your next steps on your journey or onto this path. Okay? Make sure that you keep your overall vibration and your thoughts in check. Only send good intentions and positive energy out into the universe, including towards your counterpart and those who are trying to create issues and problems for you or in your connection, and you'll just find yourself receiving or attracting good outcomes and positive situations. Okay, so this was your reading. I hope this was uplifting, positive, useful, and beneficial. If so, kindly share your thoughts or anything else you may want to in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe this channel for more such content to be readily available for you on a regular basis. If you would like to share these audio messages, these channelings, these channel messages or readings with someone you know may help, then kindly do so. So that's all for now. I'll be back again sooner than later. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.